I've only gotten a glimpse of this new AI. And by the way, what I like on X is they've got an artificial intelligence called Grok, Grok. You can download it and you can start using it. And in fact, I see a lot of people on X making the comment, we don't have to use Google anymore. Think how great this is. We definitely want to. Until now, we've had no alternative to Google. Let's Google it. Let's do that. So when you're searching for information, it's Google. But Grok is better because not only does it do the search that Google does, but it is almost like handing over the information to a highly intelligent research assistant that will analyze it for you. They don't just say, hey, here's a website, or here's 10 websites all ranked in the order that we choose, which is Google. Rather, Grok will give you almost like a little bit of a legal summary, a position paper on what you said. You can put a book proposal in there and get a critique. So this is AI. And I think, I think AI is something very big. It's almost like in earlier decades, we had an age of automation, and that hasn't stopped, right? We still see now the new generation of automation are these kind of life-size robots. And these robots will cut crops. I saw a short video of a robot inside a BMW plant, and it was doing a car assembly, a robot, right? So you've got automation continues, but automation threatens the people who work.
How would you feel about automation, AI automation on airplane parts? Would that make you feel more confident than the DEI is making us feel?
Odd though it is to say, I would say yes. Yes, because think of it this way. What are you more confident in right now? A pilot, and certainly with DEI in the back, a DEI pilot landing a plane, or the autopilot doing it?
Well, isn't the autopilot the same kind of thing as
the autopilot is the same thing as
DEI pilot. I'm sorry.
DEI live pilot.
I'm sorry. A
who's
DEI
like,
live.
Let's see. What was on the flight test the other day? I didn't remember it all that well. Versus a mechanized,
a robot
computer system, which lands planes all the time, by the way. And as far as I know, I mean, think of it this way. How many shows have we watched where something goes wrong by pilot error?
A lot.
Usually a lot.
A lot.
And have you ever seen, the only time I've seen something involve the autopilot error is when someone accidentally disengages the autopilot.
Right.
Or the plane is given a bad instruction and then follows that instruction to the letter, but the instruction was bad. So the human input, even there, is what caused the problem. Now, I think what will startle many people is the fact that, in a sense, what we're getting is automation in the mental sphere. Because all the people who were lawyers, doctors, all thought their jobs were safe. Because they thought, listen, yeah, you can have a tractor, plow a field, but nobody can replace a doctor.
Yeah.
Not true.
I still don't think that you can have an AI do an operation. I still think that requires a human being, and
No,
it always will.
It absolutely does not.
How?
It might. I'm not saying it doesn't require any human eyes on it, but a lot of times the human is going to be. I mean, think of it.
On the operating room, opening up a person, going in there and putting in whatever, stitching up the heart or...
No, maybe so. I'm not saying there's no human component, but I'm saying even now, think of it. I had eye surgery a few years ago.
Yes.
It was laser surgery.
Yes, but you had a doctor doing it.
I had a doctor doing it, but...
Wouldn't that be funny if a robot comes out, hello, Dinesh?
Right. It wasn't to that degree, right? So AI, it's not a case where you swap one for the other, right? Even when you have a car that's largely self-driving, we still sit in the driver's seat. It would be a whole different thing if there was no one in the driver's seat. Imagine if
it was just all passengers.
Imagine an Uber that showed up with no live person in it. In fact, you don't even have a robot. The car is self-driving. You just get in the back seat and takes you where you want to go. Now, that's coming. And
does that mean we won't have to tip?
It's kind of strange to tip the robot, or my robot will be tipping your robot. No, because I've seen people talking about a financial world in which transactions are done device to device.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
so you can actually have a device have an account. Because it's sending money digitally. So my robot can send money to your robot. The whole thing is kind of dizzying in many ways. Now the question is it bad? I mean, I think this is really, it certainly gives you anxiety, but that anxiety is, I think, the normal reaction to something completely new. Tariff wars, recession fears, stubborn inflation. In this environment, gold has been routinely hitting all-time highs. In volatile markets like right now, don't sit on the sidelines with your head in the sand. Take control, safeguard your savings. And that's why so many Americans today are turning to Birch Gold Group like Debbie and I have. They've helped tens of thousands convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold. Isn't it time for you to find out if you can hedge against inflation and economic instability with gold? To learn how to own physical gold in a tax-sheltered account, text Dinesh to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free, no-obligation information kit. Again, text my name Dinesh to the number 989898. Birch Gold has an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews. I count on Birch Gold to help me protect my savings with gold, and you can too. Text Dinesh to 989898 today.